In this video, I'm going to show you several lineups you can use today.
Today's the big day, Gary.
In your games to help you get mid control and win more CT rounds on Anubis. How's it going, everyone? My name is Revolver. Today, I'm going to go over all the instant mid smoke lineups that I came up with myself, as well as a lineup from the back of spawn that doesn't take nearly as much effort to learn. How do we practice instant smokes? Well, in this video, mostly because it's the cleanest and easiest way for me to do it, I actually use a service called Refrag. This is a paid service. You do have to pay monthly. It's awesome. I couldn't recommend it more. They're not a sponsor. However, they do provide me with a couple of 1 week free trials to give out to whomever I please. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for a chance to win one of these codes. You can also earn an additional entry by following me over on my Twitch. Make sure you comment your Twitch username on this video so that, I can actually give you the second entry. I'll make sure to announce the winner in the next video. The first thing I want to show you guys before we get into it is the free way to do this without having to access Refrag, okay? So I'll do a full video on these eventually, but what you need to do is you need to download map guides. Make sure you download the ones that have instance paint. Essential utility, I like the as fast as possible series. I have them for all of my maps, but there are some other ones out there. All you need to do is get set up in the spawn for one of the other instant spawn smokes. See, I'm in the correct position. See how those are lined up properly? And we know that's this one right here. And so we jump it. So the first smoke I'm going to show you is this one right here. You're going to go right to this corner. You're going to take your long crosshair, okay? You're going to line up the negative Y axis with the edge of this rock and the negative X axis with the edge there, right here, and right here. And you're going to jump through. Pretty forgiving, as long as you're at the right height. And boom, look at that. Before you can even get here, it's smoked off, so you don't need to worry about getting picked. Obviously worry about, other utility and that kind of thing, but this allows you to walk right up and swing stairs very easily. So for this video, I don't know what the rest of the community considers, each spawn 1 through 5, but I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So spawn 1, closest spawn to mid. We're going to take a look at this flower right here. Okay, see this flower right here? We're going to take out our long crosshair. We're going to put our negative 1Y right in the center of that flower. And we're going to jump through. All right, now let's take a look at the second spawn. Very similar, okay? We're going to line up the negative 1Y right here. Right at the bottom of this ledge. Right kind of where this leaf hangs over, okay? Right there. Line up minus 1Y. This one, it's fairly forgiving. Just about all these are, as long as you're at the correct height. Although, if you go too far to one side, you can leave holes.
Laying down smoke.
The jump throw. And then we're going to run just to mid. And boom, look at that. Smoked off. And it lands before we get here. So now we're going to do spawn number 3. My lucky number. Now this one's kind of interesting because it's simultaneously the easiest and most difficult of the instant smokes that at least I know of. Okay. So you take a smoke out. You're going to look at this block right here. Okay. And you're going to look right about here. Now, it's easy, or easiest, because unlike the rest of them, you don't need your long crosshair to throw it. However, it's good to use. Okay, it is good to use. All right? So I'm going to open up my long crosshair, and you can see where my minus 2X is. See how that's... See where that is? See how that's kind of... See how I'm drawing a line right here with the actual tick mark for the X? Not all the way up here. Now, as you can see, it kisses the roof and then lands where the rest of the smokes do. But what that means is if you are just a little bit too low,
Throwing smoke.
it's going to hit the edge of the roof and it's not going to work. If you're a little bit too high, it's not going to hit the roof, and it's going to go flying all the way to the back of top middle. Again, not doing you any good. So you need to make sure that you're along this line, right about here. Okay? It has to be right about here. Okay? If you go really any lower than that, you're going to cause yourself issues. Any higher than that, or too much higher than that, and it's just not going to work. So you see this thing right here? It's like a windowy, pillory thing. All right, well, you see this like little, like shadow almost right here? Okay. We're going to take our plus 2x and we're going to line it up just about where that shadow is, okay? This thing right here, we're going to line it up right about there. Okay. And we're going to jump them. And that will also land right exactly where it needs to. But you're going to just line it up just like this. It's very simple. Very, very simple. Right around here. It's a little bit forgiving. Understand that if you are coming from spawn number 1 and this smoke gets thrown, it's possible for the best T-spawns to beat the smoke. So just be aware of that. Now, spawn number 5. Mambo number 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mambo number 5.
So, kind of sort of the same thing, only a different spot. The spot is actually going to be right where these two things overlap right here. Where this and the actual main center building overlap. Okay? Put the 2x right there. Jump throw. And look at that. Look at that. Alright, well, if you use these, or they help you, or somebody else uses them because you showed them to them, and that helps you win more games, or anything along those lines, there are a couple of buttons right under there. Kind of cool if you pressed them.